One local company is aiming to educate a new generation of researchers to solve the world's water issues and turn Naperville into the water capital of the world. Mayor Steve Chirico got a tour of Nalco Water, an Ecolab company, which will soon be launching its water university.
There is less than 1% of the water on the planet that we can use for our own consumption. And let's think about it, to produce a car, we need almost 40,000 gallons to produce a car. Or for 1 cup of coffee that you might have today, well, you need 50 gallons to produce it. It's not just to make the coffee, it's to grow the seed, it's to wash the seed, it's to process the seed afterwards, it's to transport the coffee until it ends up in your cup. Well, that's 50 times what you get in your own cup. We dream every day at Nalco Water. We have a big ambition, not only to grow as a company, but to make a great impact.
Christoph, thank you so much for inviting me to the Water University.
Great to have you. Welcome to Nalco Water, to our community.
So excited. This is so cool. Last time I was here, it was under construction. This is looking amazing.
You're one of the very first ones. We're honored to have a distinguished guest at the Water University, so welcome. The Water University is something very special. The idea came by traveling around the world, understanding the big issue that the world is facing in terms of water scarcity, and looking around and not really finding a place around the world where a lot of science was coming together, a lot of development was coming together, being close to education as well, close to a community, universities as well. And that's how the idea came together and saying, well, there is an opportunity here to build something really special where all those great minds come together in order to impact the world better.
So I'm excited to see the actual learning center. I mean, I can see it through the glass, but I haven't been in it.
Well, it's a very special place. We want to create that university feeling where it's about understanding the science, it's about developing products and programs, and it's about training people. So we have roughly 6,000 experts around the world that are serving over 40,000 customers, and we want them to be at their best when they meet their customers. So they need to know our technology, they need to know the customer processes. You can see that a 3D TRASAR is one of the key technology that we have that was invented actually at the very first time in 1988. That was 3 years before the internet came to life as well. So we've been at big data for a very long time. It's complicated. So we need to train our people that they understand how does it work, how can we leverage the value that's being created, how can I merchandise that to our customers as well. And we use 3D TRASAR for many different processes around the world to manage water better.
It's hard to imagine people who don't have fresh water. Here in Naperville, we have such an abundance of fresh water with Lake Michigan and our different systems, but really that's not the case throughout even the state or the country, is it?
Well, the fact of having so much good water to be so close to the Great Lakes, well, is a blessing. And in a way, it could change. That's why it's something that we should be protecting. We should be taking care of that. Naperville does that extremely well. Even in Illinois, even close to the Great Lake, water is an issue, but we are blessed for sure here.
Well, with the abundance of water, along with the greatest minds in the water industry, we really will be the water capital of the world.
Let's do that together.
So, Christoph, one of the things that you said to me the first time that we met was our company does good and therefore we do well. What does that mean to you?
It's a big part of our values, and when we look at it, we've been a high-growth company for many, many years. That's true for Ecolab too. And when we think for Nalco Water, the more water we help our customers save, the more we grow. And the more they reuse water, recycle water, they need higher technology, better expertise. That's higher margin, which means a better financial performance as well for us that we can reinvest in the business.
So you're doing good for your customers and good for the environment, and as a result, you do well as a company. Such a great story and such a great mantra to follow. Thank you so much for sharing that, taking me on the tour on the Water University.
It's been a pleasure. We are so fortunate to be here in Naperville with a great community. That's why our people are happy, are so creative, and that we can keep investing and grow in Naperville. Last year in 2016, we've helped our customers save 150 billion gallons of water, which is an equivalent of 450 million people annual drinking needs. And we've said, well, there's over 1 billion people out there that do not have access to clean water. We said by 2030, we want to help save and preserve an equivalent of 1 billion people annual drinking needs. That's one of our many big dreams.